Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here. I'm back again with another product. And I wanted to mention the reason why I got these things, and you'll see here in a second. These right here, these are a set of dinner plate dinnerware set. It's 48 pieces. It's unbreakable plates and bowl set. They say it's reusable dinnerware set for 4 people, and it's travel camping, and this is the main intent why I got this. Travel camping, home picnic, cutlery, whatever, all kinds of stuff. I got this for camping. Basically, my intent was, I'm prior service, used to be in the military. I also was a Boy Scout. So I spent a lot of time out in the field, out playing army, camping, and living under the stars. I have just recently purchased a brand new Jeep, and I want to go out camping again. So I have a lot of products that I have purchased so that I can get out there. And a lot of the stuff is being recalled from my own memory of what I need. Let's talk about what we have here right now. This is a 48 piece dinnerware set. Okay, so in this 48 piece set, I'm going to just break these out so you can see real quick how cool this whole setup is. That's why it's 48 pieces. I was like, hey, I'm counting and I don't see 48 pieces. That's because you get those guys right there. Okay, let's set them off to the side. Let's talk about what you do get. These are 4 piece set, 4 person set. Let's just talk about these guys right here. What are these? That's interesting. What does that say? Baby, love, honey. They got a bunch of terms on here. I didn't see that before when I picked these. I really don't care what they are. It's just little baby forks so that you can dig in and get your fruits and vegetables or whatever you want to stab and get. I got this for camping. What I love about it is they say that they're unbreakable. I'm not going to try and challenge that. I'm sure I could find a way. But great set of cupware, drinkware sets, and everything has the same color, right? You have this yellow goes with yellow, you got the orange going with this orange, you got this green going with this green, and the blue going with the blue set. You get cups. These look like the little dessert or fruit trays that you probably use with these. I'm assuming you just put your fruit on there and get yourself a little pitchfork thingy and get yourself some fruits. They also follow the color yellow, orange, green, and blue. Your main dinnerware set. I don't know how often we'll use these out in the field, camping or whatnot, but what I believe we'll be using the most of would be these bowl-ish plates. We use these mainly for plates. Let me go ahead and put these in the same order in which everything else is in, and you'll see same yellow, orange, almost pinkish, green, and blue. So you'll have this plate. Maybe this is where you'll keep your main dinner and whatnot. And then you also have some bowls for a little bit of soup, ice cream, stew, soup, beverages. Usually something maybe small salad. Again, like I said, multitude of these small fruits and vegetable forks. So they're like individual groups. And then let's get to this. You get this little case for your silverware. The cool thing about it is that you have a set of utensils. Your standard American, European, or whatever, you have what we would normally use in America, the knife, the fork, and the spoon, and then you also get chopsticks. Funny enough, my wife is Asian, and I do know how to use these. In fact, I've gotten so used to using these that sometimes I prefer these in certain meals. And more so, that might be some soup stuff is in some type of mandu or maybe a mandu dumpling soup kind of thing, or some noodles. This is pretty easy to use for me in this case. Cool thing is if you want to go the full chopstick style and also your spoon, your knife, and your fork. And I will say this knife has some pretty good little ridges. I have a feeling that this would slice through a steak. Maybe a butter knife with the good ridges. It'll still cut through. It won't be as easy and gliding through like a steak knife, but break out your own little pocket knife or other knife that you may have for all those complicated stuff. But everything else that you need to cut with, and the fork is pretty robust. Now the tips are a bit thickish, but I still feel like this would probably still get you there. But like I said, all of this in this nice little kit here. And again, clean it up, separate it, put it in this little box. You have your utensils. Now, I'm liking this too that I have a bag. Oh, I just tossed on the ground. So I think this is pretty cool. Maybe I'll end up putting all my silverware inside here, and then packing all these other items because I want them relatively light. I have a Jeep, so I'll be doing more car camping than anything. Don't plan on hiking this in. Of course, I wouldn't have 4 sets if I planned on hiking in my whole dinnerware set. But there you go. I've identified a silverware, and then I can pack these up. Usually, it's just me and the wife. We'll have our 2 sets. This is probably all I'm going to take out in the field with me. Maybe these other guys will stay. Who knows? If I have enough room, we'll take it all. But yeah, I think this stuff is great when you're out camping. Everything's separated. It's pretty much indestructible. So you shouldn't have too much of a concern. Obviously, everything you pretty much need, because this is some of the things that sometimes people forget when they're going out in the field, right? And going out camping is you forget to bring your cookware set, your dinnerware set. How many times have I ever gone out and it's, hey, we got a gallon of milk sitting in the fridge or a half gallon of milk, but it's like, hey, I want a cup of milk. Nobody brought the cups. Yeah, so the guy thing to do would be take a swig out of the container, but let's be real. Sometimes you want to be able to sit down at a table and drink a cup of whatever, eat off of a respectable plate with your respectable silverware, just doing your thing, right? Use your fork, cut through your stuff, chow down, grab yourself a little bit of soup, enjoy that soup or stew. When I saw this and I looked at it, I thought, man, that's pretty darn cool, especially even with the chopsticks in there. I think that's going to be something that's going to be pretty nice, easy to wash and clean. These things are going to be easy to clean, all plastic, dishwasher, microwave safe. You'll be able to do a whole lot of stuff with this. Safe material, dinnerware design with space-saving style, smooth edges, round edges. Unbreakable, easy to clean. I don't know about unbreakable. I mean, great for parties and picnics. This is a colorful dinnerware set. So let's check a few things real quick. I show these plates a whole lot bigger than what they really are. Anyway, one of the things that I like is that I can take these in, wash them out, clean them, get them free of your food. And you can just slap them together. You don't have to worry about them being like ceramic or shattering. You got yourself a full set. Now you can just pack it up, throw it in whatever it is that you want to throw it into container wise. You're covered. You're golden. Yeah, I like those. Those are interesting. Yeah, this is all really good dinnerware sets that you can take out. Like I said, my main intent is to take these out into the field, out camping, put them in a small bag or something that I have, break them out when we're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you'll have your set ready to go. The nice thing is just me and the wife when we go out. I got 4 sets. You can bring all 4 sets. You can eat breakfast on one, eat lunch, and cycle through a handful of them. Not that you need to wash them after every meal. Come on now. Let's just do that. Cool. Hey guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I really do appreciate your time, and I'm out.